I teach anatomy and environmental science. Well, it's a Chevy Volt. It's mostly run on electric, so I plug it in every night, and I can go about 40 miles, 35 or 40 miles on a charge. Once that charge is done, then a gas generator kicks on. It never gets power off the gas engine. It's always being powered by the electric motor, and the gas engine is there to keep the power up in the battery. So you get sort of the best of both worlds. It's electric most of the time, but if you're taking a long trip, you use it just like a regular car.
Are you able to make your trip to and from work on pure electric?
Yeah, I live about 5 miles away, and so it's easily enough. I can get there and back, and go to soccer practice, go to the store, get back with plenty of charge left. I've only used gas really twice, but once was just to see what it was like when it switched over to gas. I've had it about 10 days. In 10 days, I've gone about 320 miles, and I've used 3/10 of a gallon of gas.
Right.
So I researched it, and I'd been asking the dealerships, emailing around, seeing when they would get one. I got it mostly for the environmental aspect of it. Our use of fossil fuels is going to have to decrease as time goes here, and it's a little more expensive. But when CD players first came out, they cost $700, and as more people bought them, they give them away with a bank account now.
Yeah,
and it'll work in somewhat the same way for this, I'm sure. It's got keyless entry. The key's in my pocket there. I just press on that once to unlock it and twice to unlock the rest. Plugs in on the side here. I hit that. This is, of course it requires a special plug here, but into the wall it's just a regular 110 outlet. It takes about 10 or 12 hours to charge, which is to charge it from completely empty to completely full. If you don't run it down as much, then it doesn't require as much, but it's just a regular 110 outlet. You can pay more to get a 220 outlet. It'll charge in about 4 or 5 hours, but I'm cheap, so I didn't buy that. And I just plug it in overnight. I don't really have a need to charge it any faster than that.
Was there anything other than the environmental aspect that really sold you on this car as opposed to a Prius or any of the other hybrids or even a Nissan Leaf that's fully electric?
The difference between the Leaf, I did look into the Leaf. I contacted Nissan dealerships about that. I didn't want to have 2 cars. There's just one driver at home now in my family, and to have 2 cars just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I can get the same benefits from the Leaf from this one car. I would say for a 2-driver home, the Leaf would be a great car because one person who has a shorter commute could use that. The other person could use the car with a regular gas engine, or a hybrid, of course, would be even better. But the idea is that that way one person on the Leaf, which gets 80 to 90 miles on a charge, that's 95% of the trips that people take in America are less than 20 miles really, and so that's more than enough for most things. But of course, people want to travel, and so I really just wanted one car as opposed to having to keep I did have a Civic hybrid, and I traded that in. So.